Why fuel prices keep going up? At the port of Cape Town, a tanker unloads crude oil from across the world. To many South Africans, it looks like a simple black liquid. But inside every barrel of crude oil lies a mixture of valuable products. From one barrel, 159 liters, a refinery may produce approximately gasoline, petrol, 40%, diesel, 34%, fuel oil, 10%, jet fuel, 6%, LPG, 4%, fuel gas, 1.2%, other products, the remainder. Every product has a different value and a different market demand. The refinery does not decide fuel prices alone. International markets constantly buy and sell petrol, diesel, jet fuel, and other petroleum products. When airlines fly more aircraft, demand for jet fuel rises. When factories produce more goods, demand for diesel increases. When millions of motorists drive their cars, demand for petrol grows. As demand changes around the world, product prices rise and fall. Imagine two different crude oils. Both can be refined into fuel, but one produces more diesel than the other. If diesel prices increase internationally, the crude oil that produces more diesel becomes more valuable. Traders are willing to pay more for it. As a result, the price of that crude oil rises. This happens even before the crude reaches South Africa. A war can be fought thousands of kilometers away, yet South Africans still feel its effects. The war in Ukraine disrupted global energy markets. Sanctions, uncertainty, and disruptions to supplies caused oil and fuel traders to worry about shortages. As a result, crude oil and diesel prices became more volatile. Conflict in the Middle East can have a similar effect. The region contains some of the world's largest oil-producing countries and key shipping routes. When tensions rise, traders fear that oil production or transportation could be interrupted. Even the possibility of supply disruptions can push oil prices higher. As prices rise on international markets, South Africa pays more for imported crude oil and fuel products. South Africa imports much of its crude oil and refined fuel products. When international crude prices rise, local fuel costs increase. When the rand weakens against the US dollar, imports become even more expensive. Refineries, storage facilities, pipelines, transport costs, and taxes all add to the final price motorists see at the pump. For this reason, events in Europe, the Middle East, Asia, and North America can all influence what South Africans pay to fill their tanks. Many people think fuel prices rise only because of local decisions. The reality is more complex. Fuel prices are influenced by global crude oil prices, international demand for petrol and diesel, exchange rates, shipping and transport costs, taxes and levies, wars and geopolitical tensions, supply disruptions and sanctions. A single increase in international diesel demand or a conflict affecting oil-producing regions can affect the value of an entire barrel of crude oil. The next time fuel prices rise, remember that a barrel of crude oil is far more than just oil. It is a basket of products, about 40% petrol, 34% diesel, 10% fuel oil, 6% jet fuel, 4% LPG, and 1.2% fuel gas, whose values change every day in world markets. Wars in Ukraine and the Middle East, changes in global demand, currency movements, and supply disruptions all influence the price of crude oil. When the value of these products increases, the value of crude oil rises. And eventually, South African motorists feel the impact at the fuel pump.